In this video, let's look into how Starbucks expanded into India.
In January 2011, Starbucks Corporation and Tata Coffee announced plans to begin opening Starbucks location in India. Despite a false start in 2007, in January 2012, Starbucks finally announced a 50-50 joint venture with Tata Global Beverages called Tata Starbucks Limited, which would own and operate outlets branded Starbucks Tata Alliance. Starbucks had previously attempted to enter the Indian market in 2007. Starbucks did not cite any reason for their withdrawal. On 19th October 2012, Starbucks opened its first store in India, measuring 4,500 square feet in Mumbai. Starbucks opened its first roasting and packaging plant to supply its Indian outlets in Kodagu, Karnataka in 2013. Starbucks expanded its presence to Delhi on 24th January 2013 by opening two outlets at Terminal 3 of the Indira Gandhi International Airport and later one in Connaught Place. Tata Global Beverages announced in 2013 that they would have 50 locations by the end of the year, with an investment of 4 billion rupees. However, the company would open its 50th store in India only on 8th July 2014 in Chennai. The third city of India to get a Starbucks outlet was Pune, where the company opened an outlet at Koregaon Park on 8th September 2013. Starbucks opened a 3,000 square foot flagship store at Koramangala, Bangalore on 22nd November 2013, making it the fourth city to have an outlet. Starbucks opened the largest coffee forward store in the country at Vittal Malya Road, Bangalore on 18th March 2019. The store measures 3,000 square feet and is Starbucks' 140th outlet in India. Tata Starbucks opened 25 stores in 2017 to 2018 and 30 in the year 2018 to 2019 fiscal year. On 21st January 2019, CEO Navin Garnene announced that Tata Starbucks would transition to using only compostable and recyclable packaging materials across all its stores from June 2020. Starbucks announced its entry into the Gujarat market on 7th August 2019. The company simultaneously opened 5 stores in Surat and Ahmedabad in the next day. Starbucks flagship stores in the state is located at Farlad Nagar, Ahmedabad and offers more vegetarian options than other Indian outlets. CEO Navin Garnene stated that the company would open more than 30 stores in the fiscal year 2019 to 2020, of which 11 had already opened. The company opened its 170th outlet and the first in Vadodara in December 2019. The company opened its 200th store at Amritsar, Punjab on 22nd October 2020. Starbucks entered into Madhya Pradesh in 2021 by opening 3 stores in Indore and Bhopal, with further expansion plans in Indore. Starbucks entered Rajasthan by opening 2 stores in Jaipur in 2021. On 10th February 2021, the company announced that Navin Garnene was stepping down as CEO. Sushant Das was who is currently president packaged beverages at Tata Consumer Products will replace him as CEO effective from 1st May 2021.
Let's look into how Howard Schultz, then CEO of Starbucks, expand their business into India and chose Tata as their partner.
We've always wanted to come here, and we always thought we would be successful. We determined early on this is a very complex market to do business, and we needed to find a partner. We had many people who were interested in becoming our partner, But for one reason or another, we and I never felt we met the right people until we met Tata. And Mr. Krishna Kumar and Mr. Ratan Tata, when I met the two of them, it was love at first sight. I mean, I knew firsthand that these people who had such a deep respect for the human condition, who gave back to the communities they serve and protected their people, these are the kind of people that I wanted to help represent Starbucks in this country.
Here in India, most people wake up in the morning and have that cup of chai, a
Yes.
cup of hot, sweet, milky tea. Is that going to be a challenge for you to get them to move towards coffee?
I don't think so. I think our own research is there's a tremendous amount of coffee that's being sold and served in this market. We will sell very high quality tea and chai tea in our stores, but I suspect that we're going to do extremely well here.
I want to turn our attention to Europe for a minute, particularly the UK, where Starbucks has been in the spotlight recently.
Yes.
With allegations that the company hasn't paid its fair share of taxes. But there seems to be some confusion about whether Starbucks is profitable or loss-making in the UK.
I'm glad you're asking me this question because it gives me the honest opportunity to kind of clarify our view of the situation. Europe is going through a very difficult time, and as a result of that, there's a lot of scrutiny in the marketplace of companies who should and pay their fair share of taxes. So the first issue is we have paid about 160 million pounds of taxes, the VAT tax, over the last 3 years. The unfortunate issue within the UK is we're not a profitable business in that market. We have about 800 stores in that market, but we're not profitable. We do pay a royalty back to the core business, and that royalty is consistent with all the other markets that exist within Starbucks. And whether you're profitable or not, the business must pay a royalty back to the company that are providing its services. So within the UK press, there is a misunderstanding. How could you be paying a royalty if you're not profitable? And so we do pay a royalty, as does other markets that are in its formative stage or are not making a profit. But we do pay taxes in UK, a substantial amount, but we have not paid corporate income tax because we have not made a profit. That's the true story. And it's unfortunate that there's such sensationalism around it. And as a result of that, people are misinformed, and it puts us in a way, a very difficult position. But the truth will come out, and I plan myself to go to the UK at some point in the near future and hopefully meet with the people who can understand what the true story is.
Now let's look into some of the Starbucks products that are sold in India. Aside from the typical items offered globally, Starbucks in India has some Indian style item contributions. For example, tandoori paneer roll, chocolate rasamalai mousse, malai cham tiramisu, elaichi mewa croissants, chicken kati roll, and murg tikka panini to suit Indian customers. All coffees sold in Indian outlets are produced using Indian broiled espressos by Tata Coffee. Starbucks additionally sells Himalayan packaged mineral water. Free Wi-Fi is accessible at all Starbucks stores. In January 2017, Tata Starbucks presented Starbucks Tea Image Tiwana. Tiwana offers 18 unique assortments of tea in India. One of the assortments, called the Indian Spice Majesty Blend, was explicitly created for the Indian market and is just accessible in India. India's Spice Majesty Blend is a mix of full leaf Assam dark tea injected with entire cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, pepper, star anise, and ginger. On 15th June 2015, Tata Starbucks reported that it was suspending the utilization of fixings that had not been affirmed by the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India (FSSAI). The organization didn't indicate what the fixings were or which items they were utilized in. The organization additionally expressed that it was applying for FSSAI endorsement for these ingredients. As per the latte index positioning of the expense of a tall hot latte at Starbucks in 44 nations. India was the fifth most costly nation to buy the drink, dependent on January 2016 costs. The record distributed by US based buyer research firm Value Penguin found that a tall hot latte cost $7.99 in India, far higher than the $2.75 it costs in the least expensive nation. The United States yet much lower than the $12.32 in the most costly nation, Russia. Tata Starbucks propelled the Starbucks delivery program in mid 2019. The administration offers home convenience from Starbucks outlets through an organization with Swiggy. The administration was first propelled in Mumbai with designs to turn it out to other cities.
Howard, I find tremendous congruence between the Starbucks values and those of the Tata Group. We've actually putting up a quote from our founder on the screen where he said, in a free enterprise, the community is not just another stakeholder in business, but is in fact the very purpose of its existence. So as in Starbucks' case, an inclusive vision of community and the responsibility of corporates has really defined the way in which the Tata Group has tried to conduct its business. Question to you, would you agree that we have convergent values? And how important was this for you when you were seeking a partnership in the Indian market?
I didn't know you were going to ask me that question, but I'm glad you did. And perhaps of all the things I've shared with you, I think this is the most important. We looked at the market of India as a great opportunity. But in our own due diligence, having not met anyone from Tata, everything we read, the people we've talked to, the values and the history of the culture and the guiding principles of Tata, we looked at that with incredible respect and admiration. We knew we had so much to learn from Tata. And when I met Ratan Tata for the first time and Mr. Krishna Kumar for the first time, I thought I was speaking to the elders, and I was in awe of what they had built. I was in awe of their integrity, their humility, and I came back to our team after meeting them, and I said, if we are fortunate enough to create a partnership with Tata, that is our partner. And this is true. And I said, they know it. If we can't make an agreement with Tata, we're not going to be doing business in India. We're going to leave. That's true. Partnerships are hard. There's different interests. I can only tell you after 3+ years, the Tata organization, and now with Cyrus, has exceeded our expectations. And I just hope that Starbucks Coffee Company in the US and our business here in India, we can live up to the expectations you have of us. And I mean that with all my heart. You are all an extraordinary organization that we can only hope at Starbucks to become in the future.
I done been around the world, ain't nobody else that could do it like us with nobody help. When the chips about to fall and I back against the wall, know it's only one place I call. All roads lead home, home, home. Yeah, all roads lead home, home.